it's Edie, and I am here today because I need your help. As you can see, I am completely surrounded by my artwork. This is every piece of artwork that I have made over the past 4 years that I am now willing to let go and sell in an auction and send to a good new home. The reason I'm doing this is because I feel like I've gone through a major shift in myself and in my art in the last few months, and so I want to release all of this old art that I have created and move into the next phase of my creatability, for lack of a better word. And I want to create a new website. I have this new website in mind that I want to create. I have new classes just waiting to be born, and I need a place to create those classes and get them out into the world. And I have all of these projects in mind that I want to create, and I need a place in my house to store them. So I need to get rid of all of this so that I have room for all of the great new things that I want to make. So I've decided to liquidate all of my old art pieces, and I'm going to host a Tophatter auction. The Tophatter auction is set for Monday, June 3rd at 12 o'clock noon. That's Eastern Standard Time. And there will be a link down below in the YouTube information so that you can go check out the auction and see what I have available and see the starting bids on everything. Everything you see here is going to be on that auction because it's got to go. I got to get rid of it so that I can make room for all this new stuff and so that I can afford to set up my new website. Everything that I make at this auction is going to go back into setting up my new website or purchasing canvases or a few art supplies that I want to use to create new classes and new projects that I will be also offering up for sale later on. So make sure you click the link below and go check out the Tophatter auction. Now here comes the part where I need your help. The kind of auction that I'm doing does not get any advertisement from Tophatter whatsoever. I am solely responsible for all the promotion for my auction, and that's where I need your help. I need you to share this. I need you to post the link everywhere. Tell your friends. Tell people to come take a look at the auction, see what's available. Share it on Twitter. Share it on Facebook. Share it everywhere you can because that's the only way the word is going to get out. I'm going to be driving you guys crazy reminding you about this auction because I really need to get this new website set up. And if I don't sell these pieces, then I'm not going to be able to afford to do that. So share this and then link it back showing me where you shared it. Post me a comment here either in YouTube or on my blog and let me know that you've shared this post. You can either share the blog post or share the YouTube video by itself. Just leave me a comment and let me know where you have shared it. For every person that helps me promote this Tophatter auction, I'm going to be entering you into a drawing. And the prize that you're going to win is this. The first part is a handmade journal. I made it myself. This was the first journal I ever made, and so there is a note in here and some artwork and different things. It's made with brown paper bag and a few pieces of watercolor paper and cardboard, and it's hand stitched and really, really cool. But I have since made a larger one, so I've decided to offer this one with the artwork and all. It'll be autographed and everything as part of the giveaway, and it's actually a really nice journal. It's just smaller than I like to work. The second half of the giveaway is this. This is an 11 by 14 matting board, so it's really sturdy cardboard, and what I'll be doing is creating a painting especially for the winner. Over the next few days leading up to the auction, I will be posting photos of the progress of this painting. So the day after the auction, I will use random.org and put everyone's name in, and you will win the handmade art journal and the special 11 by 14 painting that will come directly to you because you will be the big winner. So I really, really, really need your help. I would so appreciate it if you would share this everywhere you could. Link up the Tophatter auction or just share this post or something and let me know that you've shared it. Because like I said, this is the only way they know that the news is going to get out there, and I really want to let all of these pieces go. So what I thought I would do is just talk to you a little bit about a couple of the items that may be a little bit difficult to judge based on the photos alone, because Tophatter allows me to put photos but not video. So I'm going to talk a little bit about just a few of the pieces that are a little bit more unique and a little bit harder to determine just based on the photos. And that's it. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you being here, spending some time with me today, and I really need your help. So please share this everywhere you can think of, and then leave me a comment letting me know that you shared. If you share them more than once, leave me a comment and tell me, hey, I shared it here, and then I shared it here, and I shared it there, and I'll put your name in every time you share it. And this is leading up to the Tophatter auction. Again, it's June 3rd at 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time. Don't worry, I'm going to be putting links everywhere for the next few days. I'm telling you, you're going to be tired of seeing it, but please just hang with me. I don't ever do stuff like this, and I need to take this next step in my art journey because I feel like I'm sitting still, and I need to break free, and I need to release all of this. So this is going to be therapeutic for me, and it's going to help me get to that brand new website. And I have big ideas, big plans, new classes, new artwork, all kinds of great stuff. So thank you so much. Thank you for your help in advance, and I will see you next time. Mwah. Bye! Okay, so I just wanted to talk quickly about a few of the items that are kind of difficult to see just by photos alone. The first thing is this head in a bag. It's actually a purse. It's handmade, and it's got a green liner that can actually be pulled out so that you can easily get any crumbs or little tidbits out of the bottom of your bag. It's got a drawstring. It actually works. It's actually a usable purse, and it's got a protruding face on one side, and then satin ribbon for the handles. Another one of the items is this really cool witch's brew cauldron. And this is an altered item. It started out as a water fountain that I completely ripped apart and redid with paper clay and polymer clay, and it's all handmade and hand painted. The only thing that was part of the original waterfall was this little bowl part here that I turned into the cauldron. All of this is handmade, hand painted clay. One of my very favorite items is the Steampunk Shoes. So I'm just going to put one down and talk about one. These started out as a pair of shoes that I got from my thrift store, so they're a little bit worn. But I think that adds a lot to the character. And I took them and I painted the gold. I hand poured all of these little bits that you see here. Every gear, every embellishment that you see is hand poured, hand painted resin. And then I painted them and built the shoes and completely remade them into something that is absolutely spectacular. I hate getting rid of these. I would totally wear these, but they're a size 6 and that's not my size. So I'm going to have to let the Steampunk Shoes go. Next is a really cool piece of altered art. This was actually done on one of my live stream shows, and it started out as an air freshener, and I completely remade it and turned it into this beautiful little gothic or steampunk themed. This could be a piece of jewelry, it could be just a little piece of decorative art that hangs. You could hang it from your rearview mirror, you can attach it to another painting. So it's got all these great little gears. And these are actual metal gears and a metal key, and then this piece is plastic filigree that I have painted, and then inside there is a small red glitter covered heart. Next I have a really long necked altered mannequin head. This is a polystyrene mannequin head with an extra long neck. She's covered in cheesecloth. She's got some extra long strands of cheesecloth for hair. She's got some little pearl beads and ribbon around her neck. And then her face is completely done with black glitter. She's got some real eyelashes on there with micro beads. Not sure if you can see them or not. And then a large, gorgeous black flower accessory in her hair. Now I have an altered box, and this is done to look like a really old witch's spell book. See, it's got the antique photo here. This could be the witch that originally owned it. It's got the little frame around it. It's got some collage. There's some really great texture in here that's done with tissue paper and also modeling paste. It was done to mimic the look of, you know, some sort of skin or, you know, something that a witch's spell book would be bound in. And it's got spells and hexes written across the spine. It's got some ribbons here for the faux bookmark, and then the back cover here you can see is just the like the faux skin. This is actually made from a cereal box, and this is the exact item that I made in one of my classes that I taught. It's an upcycled Halloween class, and you can see it's got hand painted pages, fake pages here on the cereal box. So if you want to learn how to make one of these, you can also sign up to take my altered Halloween class. Now let's talk about a few of the paintings that you'll see up for auction. If something says that it's on watercolor paper, such as this one here, this is just an abstract. It's done in acrylics. So if something says that it's done on watercolor paper, it is done on 140-pound aquarelle acid-free watercolor paper, as you can see here. And then if something says that it's done on a canvas panel, it's done on one of these. So it's the thin, hard canvas panels. This is a 9x12. This is my first abstract painting. And this is also available in the auction. This one is also done in acrylics. And so like I said, if anything says canvas panel, this is the kind of surface that it's on. This painting is done on cardboard. So if something says it's done on cardboard, it's on this really, really thick corrugated cardboard. It's extremely sturdy, but extremely lightweight, so you can have a really large painting hanging somewhere that you can't really hang stuff that's too heavy. And you can see she's got some really great texture. She's got texture paste, she's got collage in there. She's done with acrylic paints and also acrylic ink. There's just all kinds of textured goodness on here. And the great thing about her being on cardboard is you can have this super large painting, but it's not going to need to be put into a stud or, you know, require a lot of heavy-duty materials to hang it with. And then if something says that it's done on canvas, such as this elf girl here, it's done on a regular stretched canvas. It's not one of the deep walled canvases. And you can see that this one's actually really large. I can't even get the whole thing on the camera without going way, way back. And she's done with acrylics and glitter and Prismacolor pencils. You can see that her face here is done with Prismacolor pencils. There's some ink on here. There's just all kinds of goodness going on this painting here. Now several of the items will say 3D images protruding from the painting, and that's like what happens here. You can see that the girl clearly sticks off of the front of the painting. She sticks away from the canvas. So it would say art doll protrudes approximately 2 inches from the front of the canvas, and that means from the surface of the canvas here, the art doll sticks out about 2 inches at the furthest point. And I give you that information just so you know kind of about how much the items are going to be sticking out from the front of the canvas surface. Some of the paintings or items will say hand sculpted or handmade, and then it will say, you know, like all gears handmade, resin or something like that. And what that means is that I have taken resin and then poured it into molds and created the gears myself. And then hand sculpted, like these little bumblebees would be obviously hand sculpted. And again, this is another one of those paintings where the items stick off the front of the canvas. And last but not least is my little frozen Charlotte here. This one would say that the description says that the wings are made out of transparency and wire. So you can see that the wings here are made out of actual transparency sheet that I've painted and stamped, and they've got some little burned holes here, and then it's got micro beads along the edges and then wire here for the wings. And this is another one of those hand poured pieces of resin. It was, you know, in a mold, then I hand poured it and then painted it, and then it's got the little embossing here in the background. So I hope that gives you an idea of what the descriptions of my auctions mean. If you have any further questions, just leave it in the comment section below, or here on the blog, you can leave a comment down there. Please, please, please share this everywhere you can. Remember, the auction is June 3rd at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. If you have any questions about any items, please feel free to message me or leave a comment below. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye!